Well, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Thoughts and Crep Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Anjo here with part 10 of Sekiro, the complete series. And, yeah, things should be good. Yeah, I've been in these last few episodes, I've been testing out a few things, kind of, as we go a little bit, just bouncing between a few ideas and different, for settings, basically. Because it's been a while since I've done a series where we've had this much frame data for the footage. And, yeah, my my poor hardware is having trouble keeping up, but it's okay. Partially my capture card, partially it's mostly like my actual computer is just, it's not doing as well these days. Like, it's surviving, but it's okay. I'm on it. We are going to get some upgrades here in a while. Kind of got a hand-me-down PC lined up that is way more capable than my PC. So as far as video, it'll be a lot better for video production. And yeah, I'm kind of excited about that, to actually have a new workstation, but it's not going to be for quite some time. However, I will need to upgrade other stuff. Like, the audio is fine for now. My mixer has been workhorse. I would like a nicer one to have, because technically on this microphone, and on this setup, it is good, but with a better interface / audio interface, whether it's a USB mixer or more traditional interface, it would sound better. It's kind of like the analog to digital side of my mixer that's really bottlenecking quality there. And but yeah, as far as the visuals go, it's partially my capture card. So yeah, if you guys want to help make that possible and help me upgrade my capture card, you can always leave a super thanks on this video, or most of the videos I put out. Or, channel memberships is a great way to do that as well. But yeah, it's fine for now. It just has its own challenges, and I actually have to go into some hidden settings on my capture card that are technically not supposed to be accessible, but I found a way to consistently hack into it kind of to access those developer settings. So yeah, it's a little bit, just to squeeze out a little bit better performance from it, because technically one of the problems on it is, by default, the receiver bandwidth is underclocked a little bit to 75%, which I imagine is probably better for stability for long periods of time where it's active. If I can reset the signal in between episodes, it's not really a problem. For streaming overall, for consistency, it's probably better to underclock it to 75%, but It's 25% bandwidth cut is pretty significant when you're talking about not even HDMI 2.0. So it's like more like it, to put it in more traditional terms, like an 18 gigabit HDMI signal, like a 25% cut would be 4.5 gigabits less, which, yeah, that is pretty significant. Anyway, that's just some rough napkin math. I'm not standing by those numbers or anything. I'm just saying, to put it in kind of like layman's terms, I guess. But yeah, today I'm trying something different. This is a quality CBR settings suite. I don't expect this one to be as good. I thought it would take some of the burden off of some of the hardware components that were overloading before. That's kind of the main reason, and like it's partially with YouTube too, and how they like the compression stuff, because like videos are treated differently, and it's probably due to latency, differently than streams. So like going for the normal, and then like again, it's not a slight on like YouTube and how their video processing like thing works, because yeah, if you want like highest quality possible, you're probably uploading like 4K, maybe even 8K footage to YouTube, and so it's like not actually like destroying the bitrate. And then you can, in the player, you can just auto scale it to whatever like thing works for you. And granted, like I know AV1 is technically the best solution for that sort of thing, but I definitely can't do AV1 on my system. And yeah, it's it's a limitation right now. So, as I've said before, it's a good thing this is an audio focused show, because if the visual production thing did matter, like honestly, I'd probably just be recording straight to the PS5, and then uploading that footage, but then the audio would sound terrible. But yeah, so that is the deal with that. The other thing I wanted to talk about real quick, which is pretty important to, like, it's not a game thing necessarily. It's kind of like again, technology thing that I'm using to play the game, but in game it does not exist. But yeah, I am using my new, I've talked about this before, I just picked it up, the Wingman FGC2 adapter from Brook. You finally got it, and it's been really good so far. I've been testing a bunch of controllers over the past few days, and there will be a full video for that coming out sometime in the somewhat near future. But it's a little different, I will say. For the sake of consistency for this series, I am once again using my 8BitDo Pro 2 for Xbox, the original version. because that's what I was using for most of these episodes. And I just wanted to see if it felt the same, if it felt more responsive, if it had any kind of issues. And one thing I'll say right off the top that, again, I'm not ready to go into detail yet. I will on the video, which, yeah, that'll be the next Stick Tips episode. Which is a series I do here on the show all about controllers, adapters, how, and recommendations for those kind of things, but mostly controllers. And sometimes adapters, controller adapters. So yeah, still basically about controllers. Yeah, the FGC2 has had issues with my USB hub that I use for my PlayStation, that I've been using for my PlayStation. I've had it for a long time. I used to use it on the PC more, and then I was like, oh, actually I don't need to do this because I have enough USB hubs, or USB ports, technically. And I wanted to use it on other things. I used to use it on my Switch as well, just to have more USB ports for wired controllers, because honestly, we've had more wired controllers for the Switch than any other platform this past few years, so that used to be very relevant. And I might actually go back to using it on the Switch, to be real. Because yeah, for now, for the sake of accuracy and testing, because I don't want to like guess and be like, oh well, it had connectivity issues here. It's like, yeah, but it was plugged into the USB hub, so, and that's kind of a known issue at this point, especially since I've tested 5 different controllers on it somewhat extensively. Like, granted, each one a couple hours each, which to me is not extensive testing. It's a decent test, but yeah, it's not extensive. But yeah, that's kind of the point of like the Stick Tips episodes and stuff, is typically I don't do an early impressions kind of a thing. Videos, if I do, I clarify early in the video, be like, hey, this isn't early impressions, I haven't had the chance to do extensive testing. And the only time I do that is when something is like very new and I didn't see anybody mentioning it or anything. Like when 8BitDo shadow dropped like the 1.05 firmware update for the SN30 Pro USB. Didn't see a single post about it, nothing from 8BitDo. I only knew about it because, not even because I checked the website where it has like the update logs and shit. No, I was just randomly checking one day when there was an update for a different 8BitDo controller that I owned. And I was like, maybe I'll just plug in a bunch of controllers and see if there's any other surprise updates. Because they do that sometimes. They used to be very good about keeping their website up to date on like what is the latest firmware, and they haven't done that for a long time. They do for like their more premium controllers, where it's like they're really trying to sell it and push it. But for the legacy ones that have had firmware issues for a long time, which that happens frequently, with some of their lower end controllers, yeah, sometimes they don't even update those on the website. Like, perfect example is the Pro 2 wired controller. It still says version 1.04 on the website. It's at 1.05. They just didn't reflect that on the website. Yeah, for most of those episodes on Stick Tips, it's like recommendations after like many hours of testing. Um, like at least like 40 or 50. So, and I don't think we have any gourd
I'm glad
seeds, do
you've
we?
come. There was a dragon rot back then.
Yeah, we already talked about this. I don't have any gourd seeds. All right.
Goodbye.
Yeah, later. Did we already check this at the end of the previous episode?
You need?
Present, fit. We don't have any new ones. It's been a little bit since I've recorded. We have this one? Yeah. We don't have this one. Need scrap magnetite? Okay. But we can get the gouging top. Oh, 2 more scrap magnetites and we can get the gouging top. Ooh, that is good. We need a new tool for this. We need a new tool for this and that. I think those are 3 separate ones. But we did get the umbrella. Most of the time I don't use the umbrella. There is one, I think it's this one. Preventing damage from apparition type enemies. Yeah, this is the most helpful one out of any of the umbrella things, which is the prosthetic tool we got from Black Hat Badger on towards the end of the last episode.
Another time out?
And speaking of the last episode, I know it went on for quite a while. And I think it had issues. There was one other issue that I noticed today before starting this episode that may have been present in the last one. I don't know. Like so far in reviewing like the testing episodes, like these last, how many has it been? 3? Because I did the quality setting suite, the balance setting suite, and the CQP. And that was the last episode. And yeah, I don't mean the look ahead depth. That was almost definitely an issue. Like on more recent like GPUs and stuff, they can probably handle it. Mine cannot. It's too much for the encoder on my old ass hardware. So where? Okay, so I mentioned Ashina Castle, how there's a few things. And I was very tired in the last episode. That was like the last thing of the day that I was doing. So I do apologize about that, but I did need to get the testing done in that day. I blame Xenogears. It's been hard keeping up with that series, like new episodes every day. It's been more time consuming than I initially wanted to, and I was kind of trepidatious. Is that the right word? Preemptively concerned, basically, of that series before even starting it. Because I was like, I haven't really done a JRPG like this on Retro Classics before. It might be hard to get these episodes out like every day like I do for that series. Segment. Retro Classics would be a segment. Multiple series. Yeah, and it is. F. It is dry up in this bitch. Humidity is like 0 in here. Right, I think outskirts is done, right? That was the thing we... No. I don't think we went back and talked to the merchant and told him about the thing that we learned for him, because he was like, hey, let me know what the Ashina Samurai want. I don't... Because we got the information, I don't think I went back and talked to him about it.
Hey, good sir!
I found out what the samurai want.
There we go.
You mean it, good sir?
Yes. It seems they're low on salt.
Salt, you say? Hmm? Well, you eat it, of course. But it's also good for purifying the dead and putting on wounds. Diseases spread quick with rotten corpses on the battlefield. Everyone's scrambling for salt. That means now's the time to cash in. Lots of people need salt. I mean, karma shouldn't bite me if I sell it for a tad more than the going rate, right? Now that that's decided, it's time to get me some salt. Thank you very much, good sir. Until next time, good sir. I'll stock some new products if I can sell a lot of salt. Make sure you pay me.
Yep. And sell salt he does. Not to us, though. We don't need that shit. I think a shinobi is concerned with purifying the dead. No. He just does the little, like, shlink, and then runs away.
Good sir, my salt? Huh? I sold it for quite a pretty price. You know it's in high demand. And that means I'm loaded with cash and product. Look, I've got some new items too. Buy something, please.
Man, this guy's great. We already bought this? We already bought this. Oh, he's got iron and gunpowder now, which we don't need as much, but that's an unlimited number that we can buy, which is pretty fucking sick. And he's got 2 more heavy coin purses, so that's great. We can buy those when we get more cash.
Oh, good sir, listen here.
Is this about your business?
Ah, you know me so well, good sir. It smells like a war's brewing these days. I could make a killing if I take advantage of this, which is why I have a favor to ask of you, good sir.
What is it?
Looting battlefields. That's the job. I mean, that's a great way to refresh my stock, right? There are dead bodies all over a battlefield. It's a gold mine, huh? Spears, swords, armor, it's all free and for the taking. Weapons should fly off the shelves thanks to the war preparations.
What qualifications do you need?
Well, let's see. Looting the
BPA would be
battlefield is
great.
a dirty, disgusting, and physical job. I'm looking for someone who's big and strong and thick.
THICK. Yeah, so we need to find him an assistant, basically. Which we will do. It's not a thing I do typically. Wait, we're at 3? We're at 3 prayer beads. That means I just need 1 more. I'm gonna go check something out. Okay, so I mentioned potentially exploring more of Ashina Castle. But here's the thing. I mentioned before we were probably going to do the bad ending first initially, and then I was like, no, we want to get this guy's quest line done, and you can't do that if you do the bad ending. So we're doing the default ending. And doing this guy's quest line is like super easy. Honestly, it just tells you what every step is, basically. And you just come back and, talk to him every so often. Once you like find the thing that he's looking for. Very different from, Dark Souls games. Where it's like, okay, you call this a quest line, but this is more like a quest squiggle. Like kind of serpentining and guessing a lot. But so because we're going for the default ending is easy to get. It only has like 2 basic requirements. Like there's only a couple places where it's like, okay, you have to do this. And it's not really about stuff that you have to do. It's like there are specific steps to get the other endings, and I don't want to accidentally do some of those steps because we're going to fight as many bosses in this first playthrough as possible. Because for most of the bosses, you only get their reward once. And these are pretty important. So the battle memories, we only have 1. Like that was from Gyobu. So our attack power is at what, 2? Because it starts at 1, and then every main boss that you defeat essentially increases it by 1. So the next main boss that we have to fight is Ashina Castle. Obviously, because we got to go help Kuro. That's like the main goal, the main story right now. And we could run around and like fight some mini bosses, but they won't increase my attack power. And honestly, some of these like we're not really supposed to do yet. The next thing, like if we were just going in a straight line, is like up here, Ashina Tower, or Upper Tower Ashina Dojo. So we're gonna come back to that. But if you were playing the game normally, and like, again, I'm not using a guide for this first playthrough, because there will be plenty of time for that, for, getting the other endings. And I've played this game so many times at this point, I just have most of the stuff memorized. Although it has been a while, admittedly. But yeah, if you're playing normally, you might just go through the entirety of Hirata Estate before even going back to Ashina Outskirts and heading to the castle. So I think that's probably what we should do. Because, like, Senpo... we could continue in Senpo. Because there is one key item to grab here that would be, I wouldn't say super helpful, but it's fun to use. We could add stuff to our repertoire, basically, but like any direction I pick, basically there's going to be a field boss like blocking our path, basically, like Shigendo, if it's the main place to go back to. If I keep going there, then yeah, there's going to be a boss blocking our way. And I'm not sure if that boss even drops like a prayer bead, because most, like, a lot of field bosses do. And technically... Oh, I don't think we can actually do that. Oh. That is a particular thing, right. And again, I'm trying to, like, not spoil things too, so there are times when I just pause for a second because I'm, like, trying to word something, trying to think of how to word something without, like, spoiling the details or anything. But his assistant essentially is in Mount Congo. However, I don't think we can get him his assistant yet because we don't have a tool that we need. From what I remember, that tool is after this place called the Gun Fort. No, it's at the Gun Fort. And again, if we're going for the default experience, like, yeah, basically what we would do next is, yeah, either the Ashina Castle thing or finish Hirata Estate, because, like, I feel like that's not really the way most people would play and experience the game, like jumping around between places like all the time. Kind of, in my opinion, the vanilla way to do it is once you discover a new location, you just go through the entire location until the game actually stops you. It's like, hey, you can't proceed in this direction because blah 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 blah, whatever the narrative reason might be. But Hirata does have a main boss, so we could get a memory there and increase our attack power, which would help for all the other mid bosses, because, yeah, mid boss is going to block our way in Senpo. There's a mid boss kind of blocking a path in Abandoned Dungeon. In Ashina, the next boss is a mid boss blocking our path. That's Upper Tower, Ashina Dojo. In the Reservoir, there's another mid boss kind of blocking a thing. Actually, two. And the other direction to go... No, this is all fully explored. Ashina Outskirts is actually done. Okay. But yeah, there are a lot of paths, like, leading away from Ashina Castle. Which, yeah, when the whole branching path thing again. Like, there are multiple directions. So I feel like maybe we should start, because I want to get that other prayer bead, but we have a couple of mid-bosses in Hirata as well. And I just noticed something, like, this is no, like, slight against the controller. It's probably just on mine, but, the circle? Like, this is an Xbox controller, so, like, B. If you're used to the Nintendo layout, it's the A button. Since I'm doing this PlayStation, it's the circle. The right face button, okay? Up, down, left, right, it's on the right. It's a little squirrely sometimes. Like, I don't know if you guys also have one of these controllers. If you do, Let me know in the comments. It does say B, and for the Xbox layout, it is the B button. Um, yeah, the rightmost face button. I'm just using the PlayStation terms. Circle is a little squirrely. Like sometimes I get like double inputs. Sometimes like it doesn't actually register the input. I have to like press it a little bit harder. That might just be mine. I don't know. But yeah, let me know if you guys have one of the original versions of the 8BitDo Pro 2 for Xbox, and does that button have issues? Like, it's weird because each one has a very like, they're pretty firm buttons, like they feel pretty tactile, and you definitely know, like there's no squishiness there at all. It's very like whoops, did not mean to do that. There we go. Yeah, even when I definitely feel the press, sometimes it just doesn't. Like now it's not doing it, maybe because I kind of jostled it a little bit by kind of doing that a little bit, but I don't know, sometimes it's not about missing the inputs most of the time. Sometimes there's like a double input there. It's mostly in menus where like when I press like back and then back again, and sometimes it just goes back like super fast. So yeah, I feel like Hirata first is maybe a better idea. And there is, because we didn't talk to the NPC. I'm just gonna call him Carp Guy. Motherfucker. Yeah, it's like I said, it's been a little while since I played, so. And I was thinking of different ways to do this. I think I'm just gonna do this the default way. Because, like, I think I showed it before, but there's like a path down there, like, kind of off the river, sort of. And there's a boss nearby, like, down there. Actually, you can kind of see him from here. That's not what I meant to do. Actually, let's try the spear here in a minute. It's that guy right there. The spear and the interesting garb. And he's got like henchmen around here. Like he's got like 5, I think. There's a lookout dude. There's torch guy over there. You can kind of see him, and he's talking to somebody. And I think there's 2 more. But yeah, you got these plants over here you can hide in. It's very, very helpful. And I'm just gonna use this. Or there's also a guy in here. Trying to remember where. I'm just gonna stealth this guy though. The first hit. And this guy basically is like, honestly, a lot easier if you have the Makiri counter, which we do have. But yeah, some people try to fight this guy when they have like no upgrades in the game. But we already have some stuff, so yeah. It's like, hey, did you know? Like, yeah, I did. Shit. It's fine, whatever. I should have probably just bought spirit emblems. Or I guess I could have bought a coin purse, whatever. I don't have to take these guys out on the way, but like some of them follow you, so there we go. I mean, I could do this the smarter way. Because, like, these guys don't respawn, obviously. Okay, there we go. I just wanted him to de-aggro. What? Oh, he doesn't see shit, dude. There we go. Yeah, there is that perk that gives you more posture damage, successful counter. Yeah, but we didn't have that. Would have been nice, but we didn't have that. Yeah, Shinobi medicine would be pretty great. Not super concerned with getting most of these right now, though. Again, the Shinobi Eyes thing, I don't use it all that often. Like, I use it for him. Like, for that specific enemy. But there's not really anybody else that I use that skill for. Because most of the time, like, the spear guys are a little bit different, honestly. Oh, there we go, prayer beads, yep. Yep, vitality and posture. Alright. Shu, as I mentioned before, we are going to grab... Oh wait, actually, I think I know... Right, we're on the other side of the thing here now. Right? Yeah, I think so. Can we get another... carp? And fishy fish? I think that's one. Yep. Which is... Alright, I don't know how many we have now, but... let's see, I don't think we want to do this yet. Yeah, that's like a side thing. We'll get to it, but I want to check off some boxes first. I do like how you can just cut the bamboo. thought there was a different, no, that's where we were. Yeah, like I mentioned before. Oh, we could actually get a large coin purse. We don't need... Like, I'm hoping to find some scrap magnetite, but I'm not, like, holding my breath on that. There's a place where we go. There's a merchant with gold, but he won't buy my shit for some reason.
Greeting. Go on.
Oh, it's 550.
Until next time, good sir. I'm someone big.
Fuck you. I mean, he's great. I like him, but... Alright, fine. These guys have cash. Here, there we go.
Greeting. Go on.
Yeah, I was legit confused for a sec.
Until next time, I'm someone big.
Because I was like, yeah, they're 500, right? Plus tax. Gotta pay that 10%. Ugh. Was gonna make a joke about taxes, and then I was like, yeah, that's the comedy that people want to hear about. It's like, no, there's no way to spin that without getting into, yeah. It's just bordering. So that's kind of the golden rule around here at the Farts and Crap Show. Don't talk religion or politics. And that is just on the edge of that realm of those two things. So yeah, and I was like, even a lighthearted joke, like the one that was funny in my brain, I was like, yeah, don't make that joke. Like, it's funny to you, but don't make that joke. And that's me telling my lower stupid brain, higher brain telling stupid brain, yeah, you think that's funny, probably no one else will think that's funny. Maybe a couple people. And then you might piss off a couple people. So, no. Okay, so from Bamboo Thicket Slope, that is a faster point than the other. That's the only reason we came here, right? Get a heavy coin purse. And we are... What does that say? And... Fuck. Today, Danjo realizes he might actually need glasses. Yeah, we're over on time. Okay. If I could just make the text on the timer larger, I wouldn't need glasses. And some days I can kind of make out the numbers. Yeah, so we can't do anything with one skill point, except for the run and slide, which... I mean, I guess I need that to get Shinobi Eyes. And eventually we are going to get all the things, but I kind of want to just save this point for maybe Nightjar Slash, which is pretty fun, or Fang and Blade, which is pretty good. Because I don't remember what these two are, to be real. So we'll probably do that, because these are both like 2 points. Or each 2 points. But we got our second Prayer Bead necklace, so that's great. So just to run through this real quick, basically we have 3 places to go, I think, from this point. Oh, how many treasure carp scales do we have? It's not a quick item. 4. Okay, so we only need 1 more to get the thing that I really want to get. And I don't know if we can go get 1 more for free. I don't think so. Not without, and for free I mean without fighting a boss, basically. I think we already grabbed all the free ones. Possibly. No, no, that's not one we can do. And again, this first playthrough is going to be blind, because I'm not going to use a guide until the second one. So I'm just going off of memory. But if memory serves, which is probably a term I'll be using a lot, I think we got all the free ones. Probably. And I do want to get more scrap magnetite. I don't think there's any here. So we'll probably... And again, I don't want to do things out of order too much, because I am trying to kind of show like the vanilla experience in a way, but also with future knowledge, I guess, is a way to put it. But yeah, and I gotta say, so far, controller, it still feels really good. I think I'm gonna be switching controllers in between episodes, probably, because again, I still have like a bunch of testing to do, but I kind of figured this would be exactly the same kind of experience on this controller as it was. Actually, the music is a little different, isn't it? Alright, let's go. What the hell? I was sitting down, dude. Yeah, let's just go back to the safe zone. Safety zone! It's the opposite of the danger zone. Chilling in the safety zone. The song is in D. Do you know what that is? Or even what chords are? It's an Archer reference. Anyway, thank you for being here, guys. Greatly appreciate it. It is time to go, because I like the hard cap to be at an hour. Like, even if, you know, things are going a little long, like, definitely wrap it up in an hour. But yeah, especially for these like testing episodes where I'm testing recording technology and controller technology, yeah, I don't mind if they're a little bit on the long side, because I need that data, those notes, in order to make future stuff even better for you guys, the viewers. So thank you for your patience, and thank you for being here, and along the way I do hope and aim to make it a little bit more relaxing, chill, entertaining, humorous, whatever, various things. Entertaining, there we go. That encompasses a lot of things. But yeah, before we get going, it's time for the outro, which is where we do the special thanks, the updates, all that good stuff, and a very special thank you going out to the current Farts and Crap Show members, the amazing people who helped make it possible. Devalis Draconis and Aaron Schick, thank you so much for choosing to support the show a bit more directly via channel membership. It vastly helps out, very much appreciate it. And if you guys want to be incredibly awesome like these amazing people and get in on all those membership benefits, check out that join button down below. There's also a link in the description that talks about becoming a channel member in case there's no join button for you. I've heard that happens. Membership tiers start at $3 a month. That's only 10 cents a day. Gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote on the series that get made here on the channel via the Members' Choice Polls. It's a thing we do once a month for a full 7 days over on the membership tab, and that is how all of the series get decided. And depending on when this one comes out, I'm pretty sure this comes out on the 30th, I believe? Or one of those days around there. This comes out in December, though. This episode should be... Yeah, I believe this one's coming out before the end of the year. So there is a Members' Choice Poll happening right now if you guys are still watching this in December 2024. If it is January 2025 or beyond, that poll is already concluded. But we are deciding a new Retro Classic series. It's going to be a Pokemon Randomized Nuzlocke. Question is, which Pokemon game? So, if you guys want to get in on that, that's how you do it. And, yeah, polls are open to members of any tier. And whatever has the most votes by January 1st, 2025, will become the next, well, not the next, but an upcoming Retro Classic series, because after Xenogears is going to be Armored Core 1, but that's only going to be like 10 to maybe 13 episodes, so it's like not even 2 weeks. Because, yeah, Retro Classics episodes come out every day at noon Eastern, so yeah, wanted to do that one preemptively. And then January's Members' Choice Poll is going to be selecting the series that will be following Tears of the Kingdom. So, another more modern series. But, as I've called them in the past, the mainline series. Yeah, if you're a new channel member as well, like, most of the previous Members' Choice Polls, I don't want to say all, but I'm pretty sure all, I'll just say most of the previous polls are still up on the membership tab and are still open if you haven't voted on them before. So you can vote on as many of them as you'd like. So even if you're just a member for 1 month, you can vote on pretty much every Members' Choice Poll we've ever had, thereby still influencing the content that gets made here for quite some time, because retroactive input is considered for future polls. So, and yeah, as always, if you'd rather just do one-time support the show kind of a thing, be like, yeah, get a new capture card, you can leave a super thanks on the video. That is also an option for supporting the show more directly. But yeah, thanks for being here, guys. It's greatly appreciated as always. Hope you did enjoy. And I'm going to be reverting to the settings suite that I have a feeling was the best quality to... What's a good way to put this? Quality to speed balance. And overall production quality. Although I will be tweaking that a little bit because I'll be carrying over a change I made for this episode. So, yeah, there's going to be one more. It's going to be kind of a test. And again, I'm going to be testing a new controller in the next episode as well. Not brand new, although I do need to put more testing into that one. Yeah, new. I already said new. New controller next episode. So, thanks for being here, guys. Once again, till next time, take care, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.